Hey YouTube, it's SaintMarcuz here on a beautiful Thursday afternoon. Here's the Floowandereeze matchup video you have been long awaiting for. I actually had this video done the week of the structure deck release, but I decided that it was going to be out of date within a couple of days, so I chose to do a new one, and here it is for you. Here's the deck list that I'll be using in the matchup against Floowandereeze, and I'll be showing you the replay behind it. So a lot of you did ask for the deck list on the previous video to be shown every time, so I'll do this for now. And then at the end of this video, I'll be doing the randomizing giveaway for the mat that was on my structure deck video. So one lucky winner at the end of the video will get the structure deck mat. So let's get right into the replay and get started. So we're going to start off with Twin, Super Poly, Brandon, Red in Hand, Ash Blossom, and Edge Imp Chain. And our opponent's going to have Rabina, Pod Duality, Called by the Grave, Dark Ruler No More, and Book of Moon. We're going to start off with them going first. He's going to activate Pod Duality to add Advent of Adventure to hand, and then he'll normal summon Rabina here. I'll chain Ash. He'll then Called by my Ash Blossom, that son of a gun. And then he'll add the Eaglin and continue playing because I no longer have any interaction against this guy. So right now we have Twin, Super Poly, Brandon, Red, and Edge Imp. We're actually looking on the bad side here, not gonna lie, but we draw this Aluber for turn and we'll activate Twin Twisters in the draw phase, trying to pop the Advent. We don't know which card it is, so I choose the two Pendulum Zones, pitching off the Edge Imp Chain to get the effect to add Poly. I missed the Dreaming Town, which I'm very sad because the minute I get rid of that, I can take game. But now I have to play around it. So I'm going to go to main here, even though it does not reflect up here. I'm going to go to main phase here, and I'm going to activate Patrick, adding Poly and Edge Imp, and then I'll normal summon the Aluber, and he'll chain Dreaming Town here. I'll summon the Eaglet from his hand. And this is where I make a big misplay. I should have branded opening here for the Dramaturge. I thought I could get away with it by adding the Tragedy here. And then I mistimed the chain, so it's going to hurt me off. It's going to hurt me a bit in this match. I think I ultimately lose here because I mistimed the chain numbers. If I had added Drama here, I could have summoned Quartus, activated Quartus effect, and then avoided the Barrier Statue lockdown. So, it's going to allow me to add the Drama here. I'm going to chain Brandon Red. He'll respond by negating the Brandon Red after I make everything 0 on board. And I'll just have to scoop up right here. So now we get the side in. We're going to side in 3 Droll and Lockbird, 3 the Zombie World package, which is a 3, 2 Zombie Worlds, 1 Necroll Banshee. We'll swap out the Super Polys for the Zombie World package, and then we'll swap out the Effect Veilers because they always seem to have the Advent, so there's no point in trying to stop them with Effect Veilers. So we're just going to side in the Droll and Lockbird here. We're going to start off with Zombie World, and we're going to poly away our Despian Monster and the Edge Imp so that we can add off of the Edge Imp to add Poly and Edge Imp again. We'll then pass turn on a Masquerade and Zombie World on the field to our opponent. Our opponent will start the turn. He'll Dark Ruler us. He'll activate the map. I'm just resetting the Zombie World because I want the Zombie World in the background. I don't want to look at his map. He'll activate map to summon he'll activate map to normal summon Eaglin and DD Crow as his normal summon, not using the effect of each of the one so that he can Xyz here into assembling Nightingale, and he's going to attack me directly so that he can make Zeus. It's strange seeing these black Xyz monsters inside Floowandereeze, but it's not the first time this has happened to me this evening. He's going to Zeus away the board and pass turn to me, and I'm going to draw into another Twin Twisters, which is nice to have. But we're going to start off with Masquerade coming back. He's no response. I'm going to activate Poly. Still no response. I'll make the Chimera here. He'll chain Zeus on Chimera after I do chains 1 and 2. I'm going to add the patchwork off the edge of chain I sent, and I'm going to draw 2 into another patchwork and then a looper, which I will then activate a looper's effect, adding Brand of Fusion. I'll go into Lubellion here and pitch off one of these patchworks, and I'm going to send a Necroworld Banshee to grave because I do not want him to play this game. I'll wait till he normal summons a bird before I have to activate Zombie World from grave because she banishes for cost, so Called by and DD Crow do nothing to her. He'll banish my Mirror Jade using Cherries, which is a cute tech choice here. Does nothing for me because I'll just recycle it back and I'll make Dragos Despelia. This card, I've been playing wrong. This card allows you to put a counter on top of any monster and turn it to a level 1, and then you negate the activated effects of those monsters. So this card's really good in the matchup against Flu. And I only learned recently that this card did that. I thought it had did another effect where if the monster is level 2, or if it's a level 1, I can't touch it. If it's level 2 or higher, I can just negate the effects. So I thought this card didn't affect Xyz Link monsters because they were both non-leveled monsters. I didn't know it turned their level to 1, but this card turns all monsters to level 1 and negates the activated effects of those cards. So this is a very good card that I'll be using more in the Floowandereeze matchup. Anything to keep them off of activating their effects to get more. So I'm going to swing in here for 4,500. And he'll draw into a DD Crow, and he'll just surrender here because he has no place. So now we're 1-1 going into game 3 here. We're going to keep our side in. We're not going to side anything out, side anything in at this point. We've put everything we needed in here. Our opponent's going to go first. We have Ash Blossom, which we can't use, sadly. He'll activate Rubina, chain the Eaglin to add back a hand, and activate Rubina effect to add Barrier Stormwinds. He'll then activate the Eaglin effect, which I will immediately, or he'll normal summon the Eaglin, and I'll immediately droll after the adding is done. He'll banish 2 using, or he'll banish the 2 of them by tribute summoning the M-Pen for his normal summon for turn. And he'll add back the Rubina to hand here. He'll then set a Advent in the back row. I'll draw for turn. I'll activate Twin Twisters here, removing Comedy from hand to destroy both his back row and map. We'll then activate Branded Opening, activating a Luber's effect. The Luber's effect to search out a Branded Fusion. We're going to use Branded Fusion here, and we're going to go into Lubellion. We're going to Lubellion dump the Tragedy and Albaz here. We need to plus to be able to do anything against this board if we want to remove this M-Pen and use our effects. So we have to send the Tragedy here versus the Zombie World if we want to continue playing. We're going to send the Ash for cost of Lubellion. We're going to add off a Tragedy the ad lib of Despia, and we'll be making Mirror Jade here to banish the M-Pen, sending the Albion so that we have more follow-up plays. He'll normal summon the Rubina here, activate the effect to add back Eaglin here. I'm going to chain on this summon because I do not want to get screwed over by Barrier Statue that I know he's added. I'm going to go straight into Chimera here, banishing 1 from field, 2 from hand, and then chain blocking on a new chain. He'll resolve, and he will normal summon the he'll add the Stree, and then he'll normal summon the Eaglin. He'll use Eaglin's effect on a new chain. I will then start my chains of Chimera being the first chain, and then ending on Adlib as the last chain. Adlib will summon back the Mirror Jade. I will add the Eluber, which I accidentally dumped the grave here. And then I will pop his Eaglin because he has already added it back from the from the banish zone, so that I can attempt to Ash Blossom whatever else he summons. But he'll activate Stree here, targeting my Comedy. I will chain my Comedy's effect, removing the Chimera from the field and summoning Comedy back, so that he does not get to resolve the effect of Stree, which stops his normal summon. He'll then have to set a card and pass, and then at the end of the phase, I'm going to activate Mirror Jade effect, banishing 1. And I'm going to banish his Stree from the field. I'll then Chain Albion effect in the end phase to set another or add a Brand of Fusion. I'll draw for turn, I draw an Albaz, I go straight to main here, there's no point in me going into opening. I'll activate Brand of Fusion here, and we're going to Brand of Fusion into Lubellion, sending Necroworld Banshee this time. We're then going to activate the Lubellion effect, pitching off Branded Opening for the Protection Engrave, and we're going to make Red Eyes Dark Dragoon. We're just going to set up a board that he can't break at this point. We'll then normal summon the Aluber. Use Luber's effect to search out the Despia and Tier of the Branded. We'll poly 3 into first Dark Lord, making a 4K beater. And we'll switch the Mirror Jade to attack, and we'll attempt to swing. He'll activate Book of Moon here, and I'll immediately negate it with Dragoon, and we'll just win game here. So the Dragoon setup is necessary to close out games, and it's one of the reasons why I play that card in this deck. So Dragoon just helps close out games. It's not necessarily the first thing that you want to go into immediately. Mirror Jade line is 95% of the time better, and only in certain matchups like Eldritch is where going into Dragoon matters, so that you can stop them from activating Skill Drain on you, or stop them from activating Rivalry of the Warlords on you. That's one of the few cases where you should start off with Dragoon. Unless you've bricked and it's the only play you have, summon the Dragoon. In almost all cases, just go Mirror Jade at that point. So we're going to look at our hand here being Dramaturge, Edge Imp Chain, the Light Hexel Fusion, Fallen Albaz, and Brand of Fusion here. We will be waiting on our opponent to play the game, as we have no response to anything he has. And luckily enough, our opponent has bricked game 1. He's going to add the Eaglin here. And we're going to go full combo. So here's a really fun combo line. I'm going to attempt to make the Dragoon and Mirror Jade on this line. So we're going to start off with Branded Fusion here. Since we have Light Hex Seal in hand and a Branded in red in hand, we have a very good possibility of making this line. So we're going to start off with the Branded Fusion. Branded Fusion going into Lubellion, sending Tragedy so that we can surge, because we were trying to OTK immediately on this guy. We're going to then activate Lubellion effect, pitching off the Edge Imp Chain. Tragedy will add us an Aluber, and we're going to ask if that's okay, and then we'll chain in the third chain as Branded Red. We'll target the Fallen Albaz Engrave and banish the Light Hex Seal and Fallen Albaz from our hand, making Dragoon. We'll then shuffle back Albaz and Lubellion, making the Mirror Jade here. We'll add a Luber off of Tragedy in chain 2. We'll then do a new chain of Edge Imp Chain, adding the Fright for Patchwork. We'll activate Fright for Patchwork. We'll add Poly and Edge Imp. We're adding material, so we have some discard fodder for the Dragoon. We'll Poly away the Edge Imp and the Dramaturge here for Masquerade and Dramaturge summon back, and then we'll just OTK for game. The reason why I chose Edge Imp Chain here instead of like Albaz or Aluber is I didn't want to run out of Albazes in the deck so early on, so I kept the Albaz in hand here. So we'll attack for game. That'll be game 1. Game 2, we'll side in the Zombie World package, the Droll, in the spots of Super Poly and Effect Veiler for the siding in this. We're going to let our opponent go full combo, as we have no interaction, but we do have the good old Zombie World in hand. Our opponent will then go into Robina. And we'll sit here and watch Floowandereeze combo for the 4th time of the night. Electric Robina, Robina go Eaglin, Eaglin go into Dark Seamorg to add to hand. We'll go into M-Pen, M-Pen, add back to Floowandereeze, add map, activate map, since we already have Dreaming Town. And does not activate Dreaming Town at this point. He sets the Floowandereeze Dreaming Town and Harpy's Feather Storm. First thing I'm going to do is go straight to main phase, activate Zombie World, and then activate Branded Fusion. Once I have the Zombie World established, he no longer can screw me over. He should have shotgunned it, and on the activation of Zombie World here, he should have shotgunned Zombie World here, or Harpy's Feather Storm to negate my monster effects for the turn. So this was a little bit of misplay on his part, but I think he was waiting until I activated a monster effect to use this card. So I'll then activate Branded Fusion after doing Zombie World. We're going to go straight into Lubellion. Lubellion pitch off the theater. He's going to attempt Featherstorm, not realizing that he now controls zombies. And we'll just play the game by shuffling back the Fallen Albaz and Lubellion. We'll make the Mirror Jade, banishing the M-Pen, throwing Albi in the grave. We'll summon a Louver, activate the effect of a Louver for the Brandon Red. We now go Battle Phase for 1800. We'll set Brandon in red. We'll then set off the... oh, okay, never mind. He had a response before I set, so I was like, okay. He activate Dreaming Town, doing Robina the Surge. Eaglin add back the hand. He's going to add Stree here. He will not normal summon after this. I'll set Branded red. I'll activate Albion effect, setting Branded opening in the end phase. He'll draw for turn. I'm just going to activate the effect of Branded opening here, pitching Tragedy, summoning Louver. Going to add more follow-up, and then I'm going to add the ad libitum here. I'm going to add Branded red. We'll go to main one. He'll start off with map here. I'll say okay. I'd like to chain to that, so I'm going to chain the Brandon in red here, making Chimera, and I'm going to banish 2, banish 1 from hand, accidentally banish my Tragedy from hand. I thought I clicked ad lib. I was very tired, so you'll see me take that. I'll swap that out in a second. As I was doing chains, I was declaring, I was like, oh wait, that's not an ad-lib. I'll chain the ad-lib effect, the Chimera effect. We'll bring back Mirror Jade. I'm going to pop both of the monsters on the field. And now I have the Ice Blade Dragon ready. He's going to admit defeat here, and that'll be the end of the matchup. I just kept him off of getting birds. Is the summary of the event. Dragocepelia is very good. I did not get to showcase the reason why we summon Queritus in defense. That card stalls them out for a very long time. But yeah, that would be the end of the matchup here. He actually had to go to the hospital for his grandmother, and I hope his grandmother's okay. Next, we will be doing the mat giveaway here at the end of the video. If you liked the video, leave a like. Subscribe, leave me a comment. I hope this helped you understood the matchup a little bit better. Floowandereeze is just a pain in the ass matchup to play against, and it's super grindy and very annoying to play. So we'll move on to the mat giveaway winner right now. I'm going to randomize this by clicking this with my eyes closed until I feel like I'm done. I'm going to count to 10 when I do it. And at 10 seconds, whoever the winning number is, I have numbered all the comments in the previous video for this mat giveaway. You will be the winner. Reach out to me, and let's see how it goes. So ready? 1, 2. Oh, I knew I was missing something. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 63 is the winner. So let's see what we got. We're going to scroll down. Joshy Craft Josh, you are the winner of the mat giveaway. Please message me on Discord. I'm going to leave you my Discord information. So please add me on Discord and message me for the mat giveaway. And congrats on your new Albaz structure deck mat. And want to say thanks to everybody for watching the video. Subscribe if you want more content. I'll be making a combo video next. Have a good day.